my YouTube and my Facebook friends, I want to just give you ministers a tip for the ones that are actually running an organization right now. If your church and ministry is receiving contributions, you want to make sure that at the end of the year you send out IRS compliant contribution statements. It's important that you don't go the route that some churches and ministries do, where they send out these statements that basically say, thank you so-and-so for your donations for the year. Your total contributions were X dollar amount. If that's what you guys are doing, then you need to change that, because those are not considered IRS compliant. And if any of your members get their tax returns audited and the IRS wants to get some documentation for those donations, and they give them this letter, that type of a letter, the IRS could very well deny those deductions. It's important that your contribution statements include the name of the church or your organization, preferably the name and the address of your organization. Also, you want to include that individual's name, and also you want to list every single contribution by date and by amount. You don't want to group those contributions by week. You should list them specifically by the date that you received those donations. And lastly, it's important that those contributions statements include some type of statement that basically says there were no goods or services provided in exchange for the monies that were received. It's important for you to have that. I'll give you an example as to how that came into play this last tax year. One of my tax clients was making payments to their church, regular payments to their church. And their church gave them a contribution statement, and it listed all of the donations that they made. But the statement did not match my client's tax records. In fact, this was for a business client. So when I asked him, to just kind of review the payments he made and compare them to the statement, it turned out that a number of those payments were for child care. I think it was either child care or tuition for the church's school. I think it was child care. But in any event, those were goods or services that were rendered in exchange for the money that that person had made. So those were not tax deductible. So that's why the IRS wants that organization to document that there were no goods or services provided in exchange for the monies received. So it's important to have that statement on the contribution statements that you distribute. So it's September now. This is a good time for you to start putting some things in place and, getting that database loaded with all of the donations that you have received so far this year. If you don't have a membership database program, I generally recommend Membership Plus. You can do a search on Google and start, just searching for some membership programs. You want to look up church membership database or membership database program, and a number of them will come up. And you can even throw in the word free, because there's probably a few freebies out there. And by the way, if you know of any membership database programs that are free, be sure to add a comment or comment on this video, whether it be Facebook or YouTube, or even send me a message so that I can pass that information along to individuals who are, shopping around for that kind of thing. So that's my tip for today. God bless you and have a great one.